Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on this Friday. I'm Jordan Fremstead, and we begin this afternoon with breaking news. Police and investigators are investigating after officers found a body in Cameron Park in downtown La Crosse this morning. News 8 Now's Dua Israr is live in Cameron Park with what we know so far. Dua, what can you tell us?
Jordan, a body was found earlier this morning at Cameron Park. Police responded to a welfare check and found a deceased female. Now, police say that this woman visited the park frequently, and they say that this is an ongoing investigation. Police say there are no safety concerns, but as you can see, this is a high traffic area in the community. Right over here, we have apartments. That brown building is actually a school. Downtown Main Street is right around the corner, and actually right where the body was found, right across the street, is a grocery store. So as you can see, lots of people in the community visit this street. Now, just on Monday, Houska Park's permit as a campground was closed, and no hotel vouchers were given to individuals. The city's homeless service coordinator, Brian Sampson, says people can expect homeless folk to be in public and private spaces more frequently, so there is concerns that an incident like this will happen again. Reporting live in Cameron Park, Dua Israr, News 8 Now.
Yeah, and you can hear the church bells behind you there, Dua. Obviously a highly trafficked area, families walking through, definitely not an area where you want to see an incident like that. Okay, thank you. This is a developing story, and you can visit news8000.com. We're going to provide updates as we learn more throughout the day today.
All right, here's a look at the radar scan right now. We are seeing rain across the Coulee region, especially over towards portions of Winneshiek and Allamakee County. We'll go ahead and move the map over, and you can see all that heavy rain being picked up across northeastern Iowa, going into portions of Minnesota. As of right now, it's just heavy rain. Earlier, we did see some lightning push through. So the scattered thunderstorms, I should say, was the main concern there. Let's go ahead and zoom out and take a look here at the big picture. You can see all that heavy rain over towards Waterloo. This is the setup, and you can see what's going on. All that moisture is going to push its way up and over into the Coulee region as we go into the remainder of today, going into your Saturday. And it's chilly out there. Matter of fact, we had that cool front push its way through. We're seeing temperatures in the 40s. We reached our high in the early morning hours, and temperatures have just dropped throughout the day. That's going to be the trend for your Saturday as well. Your feels like temperature is in the 30s and 40s. This is the number you want to dress for if you have any plans for the afternoon and evening hours. On Sky Tracker, here's Saturday morning. You can see we stay in the 40s, and the temperature will drop throughout the day. Now, Jordan, coming up in the first alert forecast, we're going to talk about how long the rain chances will last, and if we have a break in this, and I guarantee you one thing, there's going to be at least one day that's going to be nice on the 8-day, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes.
All right, looking forward to that. Thanks a lot for the update, Eric. Former President Donald Trump is reportedly preparing to announce a presidential bid for 2024 later this month. One source says the timing of the announcement could depend on how Republicans do at the polls. Some top advisors have told Trump to make his declaration in a battleground state that he closely lost to then candidate Joe Biden in 2020, but others say Trump should stay put and make his statement in Florida, where he has strong support from GOP voters. The Trump spokesperson declined to comment on the matter further. The race for Wisconsin governor is now the most expensive in state history. According to the Wisconsin Democracy Campaign, spending by Governor Tony Evers and Republican challenger Tim Michels totaled nearly $115 million. That tops the previous record set in 2018 of $93 million, and that doesn't include spending between now and Election Day. 7 years of hunger prevention. For the past couple of months, students from area schools have been busy preparing for the 7th annual iFeed event to alleviate hunger in our area and across the globe. Tomorrow, 25 teams of community members and students will package over 80,000 rice and soy meals. And while these teams are busy at work, students will help collect goods from food drives. If you're interested in joining the fight against hunger, the food drive will be open from 8 to noon tomorrow at Logan High School. Still to come here on News 8 Now at noon, the U.S. economy added over 260,000 jobs, but hiring is still slowing down. We'll give you a more detailed job report coming up.
Child killers, murderers, rapists.
Hundreds released early by Tony Evers' parole commission. And they're not even telling victims' families.
Governor Evers, everyone in Wisconsin is less safe because of you.
As governor, I'll always try to do the right thing. I've worked with both parties to find middle ground to improve and invest in our public schools, cut income taxes, and put our state on solid financial footing. But here's what I won't do. I won't cut public school funding. I won't stop trying to find good ideas from both parties. And I'll never allow radical politicians to make decisions about abortion. That should be left to women and their doctors. I'm Tony Evers, and I'm asking for your vote.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Outdoor living, more choices, lower prices. Patio covers and pergolas to cover your deck or patio. 3-season rooms to enjoy the outdoors free from bugs and bad weather. All-season rooms for outdoor living at Indoor Comfort. Family room, home office, or home gym. Decks, aluminum railing, cable railing, glass railing. Designers to plan your project, a showroom to see the products, skilled carpenters to complete the project. Your one-stop shop for outdoor living and other home improvements. More choices, lower prices. The Board Store, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
I'm Steve Doyle. Public safety has always been my priority. I've been endorsed by the Wisconsin Professional Police Association, the state's largest law enforcement organization. These are the men and women who put their lives on the line every day to keep us safe. They've had our backs, and I've had theirs. I don't just talk about public safety. I have a record of supporting our officers, cracking down on dangerous criminals, and fighting to keep our community safe. That's why I'm the candidate of law enforcement.
Gary knows golf.
You need to have good balance, good support.
Where to find that support?
2 words, the Good Feet Store. How many words is that?
Swing by for your free arch support fitting.
His job was to serve and protect. Instead, reports say Dave Estenson assaulted and preyed on girls for years. One report of sexually assaulting a teenager. Multiple reports of Estenson trying to coerce girls into sexual favors to avoid citations. And Estenson wants to ban all abortions, forcing victims of rape and incest to carry their predator's child. Sexual predators belong behind bars, not in the state Senate.
Child killers, murderers, rapists. Hundreds released early by Tony Evers' parole commission. And they're not even telling victims' families.
Governor Evers, everyone in Wisconsin is less safe because of you.
The latest job numbers are out and show businesses continue to bring on workers, but hiring is slowing down. Usher Qureshi reports.
Nabor Reynoso is gearing up for the busy holiday season now that he's a full-time driver for UPS. He had planned to become a personal trainer, but plans changed.
And I realized that I can make more money as a UPS driver, so that's what ended up happening.
A new report from the Labor Department shows employers added 261,000 jobs in October. Historically, it's a healthy number, but down from the average of 381,000 jobs over the previous 3 months. The unemployment rate ticked up to 3.7%.
As the economy slows down, there are not going to be as many job openings.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says the weakening economy has some companies dialing down.
There's not going to be the need to fill as many jobs, and I think we're seeing some sectors actually contract, like the technology sector.
UPS plans to hire at least 100,000 seasonal workers. Many other companies are also trying to fill holiday positions.
Amazon and Target are hiring at roughly the same levels as the last holiday season. But Walmart, the nation's largest retailer, is only adding about a quarter of the workers it did last year. UPS wants to bring on the same number of workers as 2021. The company is now holding nationwide hiring events in person and online.
We've simplified our hiring process as much as we can. About 80% of the folks do not require an interview.
Thousands of those holiday hires can lead to full-time positions. Nabor got his seasonal job last year and eventually earned a permanent position. Usher Qureshi, CBS News, Chicago.
As we send you to break, here is a live look at the New York Stock Exchange. And stay with us. Medical news is next.
Radical Tim Michaels is extremely divisive.
I don't care who I offend.
And at his company, the culture comes from the top. Multiple court filings say women were sexually assaulted, harassed, and pressured to have sex with their bosses.
If she refused demands for sex, she would be blackballed from working on a pipeline job.
Higher-ups dismissed the women as liars and fired those who spoke out.
I don't care who I offend.
That's how Tim Michaels runs his company. Don't let him run our state.
Ordinary tissues burn when Theo blows, so Puffs Plus lotion rescued his nose. With up to 50% more lotion, Puffs brings soothing relief. A nose in need deserves Puffs Indeed, America's #1 lotion tissue.
When you really need to sleep, you reach for the really good stuff. ZzzQuil Ultra helps you sleep better and longer when you need it most. It's non-habit forming and powered by the makers of NyQuil. ZzzQuil Ultra, when you really, really need to sleep.
Black Friday specials are good today during Carl's Why Wait sale going on right now.
This stainless steel refrigerator is only $649.
Why wait?
This LG 70-inch smart 4K TV is only $649.
Why wait? Black Friday specials are good today during Carl's Why Wait sale going on right now. In fact, save up to 40% on major appliances.
This is one sale you don't want to miss. Take it from Elmer.
Why wait? Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
Americans struggling to pay their bills. Yet Mandela Barnes supports a tax increase on working families. How could he? Barnes also supported hiring an army of 87,000 new IRS agents unleashed on families just like yours. That's terrifying. Mandela Barnes, higher taxes and IRS audits for you, unpaid taxes for him. Remember that on Election Day. Wisconsin Truth Bank is responsible for the content of this advertising.
New research this afternoon looks at the health issues facing those who help others. Plus, the CDC is out with new guidance when it comes to prescription pain medication. Danya Backus has a look at some of the day's top health stories.
The CDC has updated its guidelines for prescribing opioids for pain. Among the recommendations, medical providers should avoid abrupt discontinuation of opioids, and they should collaborate with patients when making treatment decisions. The agency says some state laws and insurance decisions that were supposedly based off the 2016 guidelines were actually inconsistent with those recommendations and have contributed to patient harm. More than 1/3 of caregivers in the United States have arthritis. A new CDC study also found nearly half of them have limited activity because of it, and many experience mobility issues. More than 1/5 of American adults are caregivers. And new research suggests some e-cigarette makers are trying to get around the FDA's flavor ban. The agency banned all but tobacco and menthol flavors in 2020 to limit the appeal of vaping to young people. But a new study in the journal Tobacco Control finds a sharp increase in the amount of sweet and fruit-flavored chemicals found in so-called tobacco-flavored e-cigarettes over the last few years. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
We will send you to break with a live look through City Cam 8. We got some rain in the forecast. Eric Dean will tell us how long it'll last after the break.
You've heard what women say about working at Tim Michaels' company, that they were groped.
A male superior groped the crotch and inner thigh of a female employee
and pressured to have sex with their bosses. And now we know more. According to an attorney involved in the case, when the only woman on a Michaels road crew was sexually harassed on the job, the company did not take it seriously. From the top down. From the top down. If that's how Tim Michaels runs his company, how do you think he'd run the state?
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We've got to have each other's backs.
CeraVe, now the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
What makes L'Oreal Paris Hyaluronic Acid Serum loved by so many?
Our highest concentration of pure hyaluronic acid. Wrinkles are less visible by up to 47%.
Validated by dermatologists.
Revitalift Hyaluronic Acid Serum by L'Oreal.
Hi, I'm Dave Estenson. They told me taking on a big spending politician would be tough. But I used to ride bulls for a living, so I got this. I've also been a law enforcement officer, small business owner, and truck driver. Now, I'm running for state senate, to back the badge, support small businesses, and fix our roads. So if the special interests think they can buck me from those principles, they'd be good to remember. This ain't my first rodeo.
The Coulee region has been good to me and my family, and I wanted to give something back. That's why I ran for the state assembly. And I've tried to do good things in Madison for the people of western Wisconsin. Wisconsin is facing a lot of problems today, and we need people who understand how things work. Right now, Wisconsin has a $5 billion surplus. With that surplus, we need to cut taxes. We need to fix our roads, and we need to fund our schools, and we need to do that now.
Visitors to our showrooms often say, I had no idea this place was so big with so many product displays. Stop by and wander through our 8 buildings. See what you would love to do for your next home improvement.
Well, the rain is still coming down across the Coulee region. Here's a look at the radar scan, and I want to draw your attention over towards portions of Winneshiek and Allamakee County, where we're seeing some heavy rain being picked up there. Across portions of I-94, seeing some heavy rain and thunderstorms as well. Earlier this morning, we did see a little bit of thunder and lightning push through due to the severe thunderstorm that pushed through, especially over towards portions of Winneshiek and Allamakee County. I know we got a report out of Waukon where they had some pea-sized hail being reported earlier this morning. Now that's since moved out of here, and you can see where the cool front is. Basically what's happening, this system's pushing its way through, and it's doing two things. It's increasing the rain chances, and it's obviously dropping the temperatures. You can see right here, I'll go ahead and draw this out for you. Right there, there's your cool front. So anything off to the east, we're seeing temperatures in the 60s and 70s. To the west of it, we're seeing temperatures in the 30s. Matter of fact, portions of Wyoming and South Dakota seeing a little bit of snow at this hour. Now, don't forget, for weather anytime, day or night, download the free News 8000 First Alert weather app. Just take your phone, hit that QR code right there. It'll take you to the link to download the First Alert weather app. And one thing that you can get on there, current conditions. Outside right now, 45 degrees. It feels like 39 out there. Our humidity is sitting at 93%. Winds are out of the north-northwest at 14 miles per hour. You can also get your hour-by-hour forecast on the News 8000 First Alert weather app, and you can see the rain chances are going to continue as we go into the afternoon and early evening hours. And another thing you can get on there is the radar. So here's the big picture, and like I said, you can see that cool front that's pushing its way through. All that moisture that's up across portions of Iowa is going to push its way through the Coulee region as we go into tonight into tomorrow. So we're going to keep the rain chance in the forecast. So for today, we'll see temperatures going into the 40s and 50s. We'll barely make it to 50 in La Crosse. I think the outlying areas on Alaska, West Salem, you'll see temperatures in the upper 40s. 50 in Sparta, 50 Viroqua, 47 Decorah, 42 in Preston. So again, by tonight, rain and thunderstorm chances will start to pick up again by 5 a.m. You can see right there, rain and thunderstorms continue. They really start to ramp up again by the 7 o'clock hour. When you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the 30s and 40s will greet you. So some places won't even drop much in terms of the high today versus the overnight low. Now, here's Sky Tracker at 10 a.m. Look off towards the west or towards the Austin area, getting in on a little bit of snow. And this particular model has portions of Winneshiek, Allamakee County over towards Winona County and Houston County, seeing maybe some flurries Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. So that's something we want to keep an eye on as well. Then it clears out for Sunday, and we'll be left with mostly cloudy skies. So details of the First Alert forecast for today. Rain and thunderstorms, they will continue. We'll see a chilly afternoon. Highs in the upper 40s to low 50s, winds out of the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. A look ahead, keeping the rain chances in the forecast. We're going to hover right around 44, 45, 46 degrees. The next 8 days has temperatures going into the upper 40s for Saturday. Sunday, 54 degrees. Don't forget Saturday night. Set your clocks back ahead, or back an hour as daylight saving time comes to an end. Monday we go to 50. We go back into the 50s for Tuesday, 60s for Wednesday. So albeit cooler right now, Sunday and Monday looks to be the pick of the 8-day.
All right, thanks a lot, Eric.
You bet.
Well, coming up, the Kids Cooking Challenge is underway. Local kids are getting creative with mystery ingredients. We'll have more after the break.
I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
All units, all units. Reports of an abortion at Central Hospital. Officers needed to detain doctor.
If Ron Johnson has his way, he wouldn't just ban abortions. Doctors could go to jail for it. And Johnson's tried for over a decade. He even co-sponsored a bill with no exceptions for rape, incest, or the life of the woman, and said if women don't like an abortion ban, they can just move. But it's Ron Johnson who doesn't belong in Wisconsin.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This Always Ultra Thin is our best yet. It wicks gushes 90% faster and absorbs even more for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort. This is triple protection from Always.
Want luxury hair repair that doesn't cost $50? Pantene's Pro Vitamin formula repairs hair, as well as the leading luxury bonding treatment for softness and resilience without the price tag. If you know it's Pantene.
Winter is almost here, which means it's time to get your home ready for anything the season will throw at you. Menards has everything you need to stay productive during the winter. Whether you're trying to keep up with the snow, save on energy, or warm up by the fire, trust the team that's dedicated to service and quality to help you make the most of your winter. Whether that's inside or out. Right now, get 11% off everything you need this winter.
Save big money at Menards.
Career politician Steve Doyle loves touting his record. Let's review it. When La Crosse County residents needed tax relief, Doyle voted no. When La Crosse County needed road repair funding, Doyle voted no. When La Crosse County parents wanted more support for schools and input on their kids' education, Doyle voted no. When La Crosse County needed violent criminals locked up, Doyle voted no. Steve Doyle's real record: rising costs, rising crime, abandoning us when we needed him most.
At Humana, we believe your health care should evolve with you. And part of that evolution means choosing the right Medicare plan for you. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you are covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits, but you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums and still not get prescription drug coverage. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits with no copays or deductibles on Tier 1 prescriptions. You get all this coverage for as low as a $0 monthly plan premium in many areas. Humana has a large network of doctors and hospitals, so call or go online today and get your free decision guide. Discover how an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan could save you money. Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
A local nonprofit is helping La Crosse kids put their culinary creativity to the test. Grow has launched its 5th annual Kids Cooking Challenge. Kids 18 and under prepare a dish using a bag of mystery ingredients grown right here in La Crosse. Those kids pick up their mystery ingredient bags. There are beginner and advanced groups for this challenge, so ingredients get a little trickier for the advanced groups, but the goal is to have fun while engaging with healthy produce.
We just like to get hands-on experience, get the kids and families really involved with healthy ingredients and food and produce and nature.
What are you going to make with that?
I don't know.
You must use all of the ingredients in the bag and then use up to 5 outside ingredients. Participants have until midnight on Sunday to complete their dish by themselves. Students at Western Technical College will help decide the winners between the beginner and advanced groups. That's on November 11th. We hope you can stay with us. We got a final look at your forecast in just a few minutes.
This is fentanyl, so dangerous that one pill kills. They make it in China, smuggle it through Mexico. Across our border that Joe Biden surrendered to cartels and gangs. Brad Path backs Biden's open border agenda 100%. Fentanyl killed 1,200 people last year in Wisconsin alone. Now every town is a border town. Path won't stop the drugs, so we have to stop Brad Path.
I'm Derek Van Orden, and I approve this message.
I'm Steve Doyle. Public safety has always been my priority. I've been endorsed by the Wisconsin Professional Police Association, the state's largest law enforcement organization. These are the men and women who put their lives on the line every day to keep us safe. They've had our backs, and I've had theirs. I don't just talk about public safety. I have a record of supporting our officers, cracking down on dangerous criminals, and fighting to keep our community safe. That's why I'm the candidate of law enforcement.
When your back pain is your foot's fault. This is Dean's story.
I had back pain, and I honestly didn't know where to go.
Until a friend suggested the Good Feet store.
She had to explain to me the feet are connected to the back.
And And get this.
As soon as I put on those Good Feet arch supports, the pressure lifted off my back. It's like finding that missing puzzle piece. Like, yes, this is it.
Stop by for your free fitting at the Good Feet store.
I see your hard work, everything you do to try to make it. But people continue to be left behind. I'm running for Senate to put more money in your pocket. Ron Johnson's had 12 years to make things better, but costs are still rising, and all he's managed to do is write a tax cut for himself. I believe better is possible. I believe hard work can pay off, and I'll never stop fighting until it does. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Download the News 8000 First Alert Weather app from your app store today.
Here's a look at your forecast for tonight. Keeping the rain chances in there. Some places could see a rumble or hear a rumble of thunder or two and see some lightning. We'll see temperatures hovering right around 44, 45 degrees. Jordan, over to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Eric, and thank you so much for your time this week. We really appreciate it. We'll see you right back here tonight at 5 o'clock, and we hope you have a great weekend.